It's been 2 whole years since I pulled this bicycle out of its box. Had it in the Suitcase, rode it last time in Vancouver. Worst day, 28 degrees at the start of the day, ice and snow everywhere, salt all over the road and trails. And I put it in the Suitcase after I took it apart after my trip, which was spectacular. The links are somewhere because man, was that a good trip. Took a car, took a train, got off, built the bicycle because it's a folding bike, or I call it a suitcase bike, and then rode the city for quite a while out in Canada on the west coast. And now I pulled it out again for the second time in 2 years. This is Vancouver, and here I am outside Nyack, New York, riding next to the Hudson. It's a beautiful time, but what you're not supposed to do is put a dirty bicycle into the suitcase and leave it in the basement for 2 years. It was a bit of a problem. South on 9W to the Lamont campus of Columbia University. And right there's this little concrete road that nobody uses anymore. I took that. Good uphills and downhills, and nobody was using it. And well, there wasn't a sign that said no bicycles, but there's so many bicycles around that I really kept on wondering why. Some good views of the Hudson, and this is a tidal river. It goes up and down with the tides, and this is just across the border into New Jersey. The cliffs, the Palisades on this side, are pretty impressive. Heading back to New York, Rockland County. Always motorcycles at this cafe, and this is an Indian, an old classic Indian. Just outside Sparkill, New York, is Tallman Mountain State Park, but bicycles aren't allowed. These are the marshes right next to the river, right south of Piermont. Nice big old pier that I'm heading to, and I wanted to hit a trail, and here it is. Really, really nice area. Property's really expensive, but there's a reason for it. This used to be underwater. Somebody drove through it. And then you turn the corner. Oh, there's the pier. And there's the Tappan Zee Bridge. The old bridge, they've torn down most of it, and the new bridge. It was at the very end of Piermont where it happened. The bike actually broke, is what I think happened. This loosened up a little bit, started stretching, and then that joint right there, gone. Just completely gone. Broken all the way around, and yeah, total fail. The tool came apart in the bag too, so I had to put this thing back together, finding pieces on the ground before I was able to even put the bicycle back together after I'd broken it. So this, I think I hadn't tightened it enough because, well, it was a little bit rusty. And cranked on those bolts, I thought. So I think that loosened up, stretching that, which then put a whole lot more stress on this, and it was torquing back and forth a little bit and up and down a little bit, and then eventually that broke. Put it back together and rode it home 2 miles, gently and carefully. There it is, completely broken. Have you cut apart or broken your Braze joints before and checked them out? I don't know. How does this look? It seemed to have gotten good penetration, but I don't really know what I'm looking for. So those of you experts out there, if you're checking this out, tell me what you think. Maybe I should take this as an opportunity to start actually learning how to weld properly using the wire feed welder I have. Add a tank to it, and I got a MIG welder. That'll be the future. Thanks for watching Bike Physics, for all the bicycles and motorcycles and family adventures. And thanks for that thumbs up too, really helps a lot. New videos most Tuesdays, subscribe for more. And you haven't figured it out yet, I got this other channel called Learn Physics. It's all about physics and education and that kind of thing. So check that out too.